First of all, let us thank God for the blessing given to us so we can gather here today in good health. My name is Mariel Tonovina Ngole. My student ID number is 632513999. Today, I will present my UTS English project with the topic degrees of comparison. I hope this presentation will be useful and easy to understand for all of us. Let's get started. Comparison is a form in English that is used to compare two or more people, objects, or things. The goal is to find out similarities, difference, or certain level between them. In comparison, we usually use adjectives such as tall, big, smart, fast, and so on. There are four main purposes of comparison. First, to compare two or more things. Second, to show similarities or equality. Third, to show difference whether something is more or less. And fourth, to show the highest level among several options. So what purpose of comparison? One, comparing two or more things is used to see the difference or similarities between two objects or people. Example, she is taller than me. Two, showing similarity or equal. Use when two things have the same level. Example, he is as smart as his brother. 3. Showing different more or less is used to compare which is more or less. Example, this bag is more expensive than that one. 4. Showing the highest level is used to indicate the most among several of options. Example, she is the tallest in the class. Now, let's talk about comparison degree. Comparison degree is a level in comparison used to determine whether something is the same, more, or the most when compared to others. This is very important because we use it in our daily life, for example, when comparing height, prices, or the quality of something. There are three main types or comparison degrees, which are the positive degree, the comparative degree, and the superlative degrees. The first type is the positive degree. This degree is used to show that two things have the same level or are equal. The formula is simple: as plus adjective plus as. For example, she is as tall as her sister, meaning both have the same height. He is as smart as his friend, meaning both are equally smart. 3. This bag is as expensive as that one, meaning but both have the same price. So remember, positive degrees show equality, no more, no less. The second type is comparative degree. This is used to compare two things and show that one is more or less than the other. In a sentence, comparative degree is usually followed by the word than. There are two formulas. For short adjective, we add er plus than. For example, she is taller than me, or my car is faster than your car. For long adjective, we use more plus adjective plus than. For example, this book is more interesting than that one, or her bag is more expensive than mine. So, comparative degree is used when we compare exactly two things. The third type is the superlative degree. This is used to show the highest or most extreme level among three or more things. We always use the word the before the adjective. For short adjective, the formula is the plus adjective plus as. For example, she is tallest in the class. For adjective, we use the most plus adjective. For example, this is the most beautiful place I have ever seen. And don't forget, there are also irregular adjectives that don't follow the regular rules, such as good, better, best. and bad words and words. So, before we move to the practice questions, let me explain some important rules. Then we need to remember when using comparison degree. First, for the short adjective, we add er for comparative and s for superlative. For example, tall becomes taller and tallest. Second, for long adjectives, we use more for comparative and most for superlative. For example, beautiful becomes more beautiful and most beautiful. Third, always use the word then after comparative degree. For example, she is taller than me. Fourth, always use the word the before superlative degree. For example, she is the tallest in the class. And fifth, be careful with irregular adjectives because they don't follow the regular rules. For example, good becomes better and best. Now let's look at some examples that mix all three degrees together so we can see the difference more clearly. Number one, she is as smart as her brother. This use positive degree, showing equality. Number two, my house is bigger than yours. This use comparative degree with a short adjective. Number three, this book is more interesting than that one. This use comparative degree with a long adjective. Number four, he is the fast runner in the class. This use superlative degree with a short adjective. And number five, this is the most beautiful place I have ever seen. This use superlative degree with a long adjective. So we can see how each degree works differently depending on what we want to express. Now let's try some practice questions together. I will read the question and we can think about the answer. Number one, she is blah blah blah, tall blah 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 than me. The answer is she is taller than me. Number two, this book is blah 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 interesting, blah 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 than that one. So the answer is this book is more interesting than that one. Number three, he is blah 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 good student in the class. The answer is he is the best student in the class. So, to summarize what we have learned today, is there are three degrees of comparison in English. The positive degree to show equality, the comparative degree to compare two things, and the superlative degree to show the highest level among three or more things. That's all from my presentation for today. I hope this was clear and helpful for everyone. Thank you so much for your attention. Morning.
I just had to let you know you're.
Good morning, everyone. First of all, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Maria Lota Novinongole with student ID number 6325139. It is really an honor to stand here today and have the opportunity to share some thoughts with all of you. Now, let me start with a simple question. Have you ever told yourself, I will start tomorrow? Whether it's waking up early, eating healthier, or studying more consistently, tomorrow never really comes. If this sounds familiar, don't worry, you are not alone. And that's exactly what I want to talk about today, how to change our bad habit. One step at a time, habits are powerful. Research shows that around 40% of our daily action are not cognition and decision. Their habit running on autopilot. That means nearly half of what we do every day is driven not by choice but by routine. So when those routines are bad ones, they quickly shape our life in ways we don't even realize. But here's the good news. Habits are not permanent. They are learned, and anything that is learned can be unlearned. The first step is awareness. You cannot change what you do not acknowledge. Take a moment to reflect. What habits are holding you back? Procrastinating, spending too much time on your phone, skipping sleep, name them, acknowledge them, and don't be ashamed of them. Recognizing the problem is already half the battle. The second step is starting small. One of the biggest mistakes people make is trying to change everything at once. You don't need a dramatic life overhaul. Start with one habit. Replace just 30 minutes of scrolling with reading. Sleepy 30 minutes early. The small shift done consistently build momentum over time. The third step is building a support system. Surround yourself with people who push you to be better. Share your goals with a friend, join a community, or simply tell someone you trust. Accountability makes a hug difference. And lastly, be patient with yourself. Change doesn't happen overnight. There will be days when you slip back into old patterns, and that's okay. What matters is that you get back up and kept going. Progress, no matter how small, it's still progress. So, let me leave you with this. Your habits today are shaping the person you'll be tomorrow. If you don't like and where those habits are taking you, change them. Not next week, not tomorrow, but today, with one small intentional step. I hope what I have explained can be understood and is useful for all of us. I apologize if there are any wrong words and pronunciations. Thank you and good morning.